Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Okay. So the voice, everything is audible, right?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So, chalo, let's get started. Let's get started. I am quickly
good evening,
sharing.
sir.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. Let me go inside and I am pasting this link in our groups. Hi, team. Okay. Week two, day two. Mm-hmm. Morning routine. Okay. Here we go. And we'll get started. Okay. So nice, first of all, good to see you guys. So, Afsar, Shenu, nice to see your faces. And for the rest of the team, okay, so Mamta, Sheikh, Divesh, Prasanna, Kavita, Vinay, Lakshman, Akhila, Durgesh. So, yes, good to have you guys. We are into the day two. Okay, first of all, very good to see you sharp joining on time. So, it's like 9:03, already 3 minutes late. One important habit about really accomplishing dreams and success is ke bhai being on time. Okay, so even if we started speaking, but I'm trying that just before 9, log in and be ready so that we can straight away start with that. And even as part of our company working culture, okay, so when we say the meeting starts at, let's say, 10:00, so you will see like entire my team, okay, or across the organization also, sharp 10:00 pe people log in and the session gets started. Okay, so whatever meetings, so punctuality is really a very big deal. And I would highly recommend, okay, if you are really punctual, these minutes will make a difference. Okay, if you might have already observed all the students of Natras sir, right? So no matter what time, what session, so when it is dot 00, so he is right there beginning. And it's not right now story, it is right from the past 10 years, 12 years, or right from the beginning of his trainings. So that really talks a lot about minutes will count. Okay, and that's what, guys, we need to take inspiration, and it is all around us. So we need not just keep looking for the very greatest people of the world who have accomplished a lot. In you, in me, in lot of other people, we can find these great learnings and inspiration about what we can include in our life. Okay, so we all can inspire each other. Okay, right now I know that in you itself there will be so many who will have very nice qualities. So yeah, that's what. So you don't need to run long way to find inspiration. We can do that for one another. Okay, chalo. Now let's get started with week two. We said week two is coming up with a lot of learnings, and it is about practical actions. Okay, but there are always two parts. First is you need to understand why we do something. Without that understanding, even if we do it, you will not really continue it, or you will not get the spark or the fire to build the momentum. So it is always two things. First is you need to know the reasoning behind what we do, why we do. Once you understand its importance, it becomes very easy for taking actions. Okay, so that's what day one yesterday we told a 5-step process for accomplishing our goals, accomplishing our dreams, for getting the results. 5 steps, simple. Now, each of these steps we need to perform very regularly and constantly so that we get the right results. Okay? And we are going to put a structure into our life. So, as part of this week, slowly and steadily, we will be starting to have this structure to the life. And it starts by really exploring these 24 hours that we have. Okay. So everybody has 24 hours. Some of them really accomplish a lot in that, and some will be lagging behind in their life because if they are not able to utilize their 24 hours. That's what life is: fair and square, equal opportunities, equal time given to everybody. It's up to you what kind of explanations, justifications you want to give to your life story. But somewhere just realize, if you're not successful, if I'm not successful, it is somewhere because I did not do something right. We were given the same world, same opportunity, same people around, same mind when we were born, and at the same time, we were given the same time. In that, somebody is at a very great position and somebody are not. And you need to study, okay, some of the self-made successful people. There are two things. One will be generation by generation. Somebody build them up, gave the father gives everything to the child. That person took over. But you need to actually take inspiration from those who have risen up from scratch. They had nothing. From there, they made it. And like this self-made successful people are also huge in the planet. Okay. So we need to just take it to ourselves. If we are not belonging in that category, that means there is something lacking within us which needs that improvement. Okay. And chalo. So today we are going to discuss about that 24 hours pattern we have. How do we really master, and the techniques, the systems which we will understand today is followed by almost everybody of successful who has become really successful in life. ठीक है, majority of CEOs, majority of great business owners follow this routine, and they are some of the very highly productive people. So you need to understand these people get massive results from their life. They have huge work pressure, huge targets, they have to work fast. And how do they work, how do they live their day, how do they live their life? We are going to apply that into our working culture as well. So, guys, you need to really understand our problems will seem very small if you grow to that level to really master whatever techniques we are trying to do, because this is followed by some of the very great people of the world. Okay, ठीक है. So, chalo, let's start breaking down things one by one. Okay, देखो, your total day can be broken down into 24 hours basically, can be broken down into four primary segments. Okay, the first segment is from the time you wake up till the time you go to your office. So nothing but people do work, and that work might belong like 8 hours, 10 hours of work. Okay, so if you really want to break your full day, it can be broken into from morning time when you wake up till the time you start working on your office stuff or whatever work you do. Okay. The second slot is the actual work that you do. The third slot is from the time the work finishes till the time you sleep. And the fourth slot comes like actual sleep. This is how majorly, if you really want to split up your day, it belongs into four sections. Now, you need to put a effort. How do you master all of these four sections? Because overall success in life, guys, is not about you master one side and the other areas are struggling. If you want full-fledged success, let's say you want a job, you want whatever, you need to live your life to the fullest, which means you need to master your 24 hours, which means you need to master all of these four sections. Otherwise, you will be under living your life. So you cannot belong in top 20% and say, I will master only by work, rest of the time I'll do casual things. It doesn't happen like that. You need to master all the four in the right manner, and then you will belong in the top 20% of the world. And it is possible. Okay. Just that we need to evolve our thinking and we need to evolve our actions. If you do these two things properly, automatically results will happen. Okay. So, chalo. So, as part of today's session, uh, we are going to discuss about techniques by which at work you will be getting more results. There will be exclusive sessions for that. We'll discuss about that. As part of today, we are going to discuss about this morning related section from the time you wake up till the time you go to office. So these two things anyways we are going to do together. And the evening time from the time you close your work till the time we are going to sleep, by default, as part of this 9 to 10 session, we have already started adding one value add hour in your life. Since past 1 week, we have started adding more value to this. If let's say many of us, okay, if you're not really joining these sessions, you might end up casually wasting this time on maybe some non-important things. If there is no structure, no pattern, no discipline in you, you will end up just wasting this time. Maybe chit chat, time pass, social media, or maybe work, but this slot will not be properly utilized if you're not doing something special about it. So right now, since we all right from week one are connecting, So at least 1 hour of learning is added to the life. There are more things to it, but yes, we are trying to master this also. And sleep related also, we'll come to it later. Okay. Now let's understand the first section of the day, and this is the great differentiator between those who become successful in life and those who not. Okay, because almost 95% of successful people have some morning routine. Before they start their work, they do some activities which makes them special, and majority of the mediocres, 80% of the world, is not doing those habits. Because of that, they end up in an average situation. Okay, so we need to really understand, because this morning routine is the game changer which differentiates between success and non-success. Okay, now let's start understanding it, exploring it one by one. Okay, देखो, it's simple. After doing a lot of human research about how our brain works, about how our habits are built up, about how a human being thinks, reacts. So there have been great people on the planet. They have done a lot of study about human beings, their brain, their behaviors, their results. Okay. And all of these guys have drawn some conclusions. Okay. And one very primary conclusion is, and guys, realize this statement can really improve your experiencing of life if you really understand what we are trying to discuss right now. It says ki human being, okay, runs in momentum. Okay, nothing but one habit, if it is a successful habit, or if you achieve success in one thing, the chance that you will become successful in the next thing that you do, the probability is pretty high. Okay, and let's say you do one successful thing, after that you do another successful thing, then it is slowly and steadily building momentum that the third thing that you do, you will get success in that. The probability is becoming even more high. Nothing but human being operates in this momentum. Success momentum can be triggered. If you do one success, another success, you will start growing in this direction in life. Okay, and similarly, momentum is going to backfire on as well. One bad habit which pulls you down in life, after that, whatever bad habit you do, the chances that you will get worse results in that is also high. Nothing but failures will also multiply in your life, because this is big. Failures will also multiply, success will also multiply, and that is one of the reason the successful people of the world are becoming even more successful. Rich people are becoming even more rich, and poor people are becoming even more poorer. It's because they are just running through this momentum of life. Okay, their brain thinks different of successful people, their actions are different, they get different results, and their life goes in that momentum. Similarly, when the downfall is happening, back to back downfall will happen, and that's a downward trajectory of life. You need to understand this is how, on an average, a human life operates. It is not your problem or my problem, it's how human beings are made. And the point is, if you don't understand this, and if you don't do something to change it, it will continue in this direction. And you will always end up like, why is my life like this? Why things are not working? You need to understand you're not realizing how we operate and what we should do to improve this. And guys, because nobody has taught us how to live life. Everybody like, okay, schooling shuru ho gayi, khana khana sikha diye, khelna sikha diye, job sikha diye, career. But how to think, how to plan our life, what to do, what not to do, nobody has gone into that granularity. And that's the reason world mein those things are very rare. And there are so many people who have done this analysis. Research is available in books, on internet, everywhere, but we don't have time to really explore and apply those things on us. And this is where I think we all are connected, because we want to know, learn, and apply. Okay, so good that we are connected and we are trying to apply this thing. First conclusion: human being operates based on momentum. Success momentum will go in one direction, failure momentum will go in another direction. Now you need to understand one thing: if you don't Now, understand the seriousness of this. If you don't apply the morning slot of your life, we said four slots are available. If you don't apply the morning slot of your life, and let's say you start in a very rush, many people are doing like this, even working professionals, I'm saying. Okay, first of all, they stretch, night is compromised because they're watching a lot of TV, social media, web series, this, that, blah, blah, blah. They go to the bed late. They are all exposing themselves to mobile radiations, laptop radiations, dim light, and that is impacting their eyes. They feel more stressed, they feel more sleepy, they are stretching late. One twos are becoming common for many people, and then they go to sleep. The night is affected. Because of that, when they wake up in the morning, majority of the people feel tired, feel exhausted, feel drained out, feel lazy. That happens naturally because fourth section is impacted. So that has an impact to first section also. Now what do? They keep snoozing alarms till the very last moment where they cannot snooze anymore. That's how an average human being works. We keep snoozing till the time ke bhai abhi to utna padega, it's a do or die. Okay, and then comes maybe the morning stand up time, or like many people, because of this work from homes, they stopped having proper breakfast on time. Everything is screwed up basically. Okay, default that has happened. They are not eating proper breakfast, they are not freshly waking up. Earlier, at least, there was a lifestyle. You used to wake up early, maybe take some shower, have some breakfast, then go to office. Or rhythm itself is broken now. So people are stretching late just before office. They wake up, call, in 5 minutes there is a call, quickly they'll rush, and they will straight away get busy with the work activity and completely skip the morning. You need to understand what you guys have done, all these people who are skipping the mornings. What you're doing is you are allowing the momentum of yesterday to continue even today. You're not correcting your direction in your life. So maybe if yesterday was a good day for you, today might get to a good day. But if yesterday was struggling day, and that is what is happening for majority of the people, there is pain in yesterday. There are problems in yesterday, and that really breaks a lot of people. Okay, and let's say you're not getting job, and that is making you worried, complained, concerned, your family questions and all that. And at work, if there is stress, pressure, that failure of yesterday will become part of failure of today also, because you did not do anything to change it. You just allowed life to flow as it is, because you are not using some section which can fix your life. Straight away, you took it. Human being operates based on momentum. If yesterday there were problems, majority of times, today also there will be problems because you did not do anything about it. And then by today, end of the day, again, the same frustration and all. And day by day, your life will start getting into the lower track, and you'll realize 1 week later, 2 weeks later, or yeah, I don't like this job, I don't like going to work, it's so much irritating, I want to quit, I want to do some this, that, blah, blah, blah. It's nothing but we are struggling somewhere to deal with our lives properly, and then we are blaming it onto our jobs, our situations, our external conditions. And then in the end, we will be on the suffering track, because no matter you change your job, there also you will find the same problem, because the problem is not the job, it's not the environment. Majority of the times it is how we live our life in these environments. And guys, you cannot change the outer circumstances, you can change only your life, your thought process, your actions. So first of all, try to seek a what can we improve within ourselves. If, even after changing, the life is not improving much, then you maybe quit or move on. But don't straight away put it ke others, because guys, others are never in your control. Your life is in your control, your time is in your control, your actions are in your control. Fix yourself. The problem could be within us, which we need to study and fix. Don't blame, don't push. Every time, if you're trying to make judgment about your outside environment, before that, ask a question: can I do something to really improve this situation? Okay, so that is going to give you the right thought process. Now let's get back on the track. Now, because the morning part is completely skipped, the momentum is continuing in life, and almost on an average, people struggle on a day-to-day basis. So their life is always state struggling, And in the end, then all these doubt comes, work life balance, maybe I'm not getting time for my family, that's where I'm not happy. Maybe I'm not getting time for exercise, that's where I'm not happy. My work is so much stressful, and over and all, the life is basically messed up. Okay. Now the thing is, if you introduce mandatory this morning slot, without this, life will continue to be a problem and a concern. If you somehow introduce this morning slot in your life, this gives you the power to change this momentum, because that's where all the great successful people do it, because they do some set of activities every single morning where they change this momentum of life. If they were failing today, they will do something that tomorrow they will not fail. If there were problems today, they will do something, they will reset the mind. Okay, done is done. Today is a new day. Let me get on with the game. Let me fix my problems. Let me overcome it. And that resetting power, every human being can do it. Okay, majority of the people doesn't really understand, if I wake up early, what should I do? But let me tell you guys, every day when you wake up early, we have a set of habits which successful people follow, and if you follow that easily, your 2 hours will be very properly engaged in meaningful work. 2 hours of time. So there is a system, there are habits. Simply you apply that, you will be able to experience success, because all the successful people do it. You will be busy with right things, and that will change your momentum of life. Even failure is happening yesterday, you will be able to change that pattern, and more success can happen out of your today. And that is the reason highly successful people do it. You need to understand, they have more pressure than what we have, they have more tension than what we have, but they do something different, because of which they are able to deal with it in a nicer manner. We need to understand and we need to apply that in our lives. Okay. Now, guys, once you know this truth, it is completely your choice whether to utilize morning or not. You can come with 1,000 reasons. I cannot wake up. I am not a morning person. I am this, I am that. But that doesn't change the truth, guys. You will stay struggling throughout your life. You need to understand, if the things which needs to be done is not done by you, your life results will not change. The problems will not go away, and your future will not change much. Whether you like or not, thoda sa yahan pe you have to get more stricter to yourself. Failure is not an option. Is not an option. There is one big difference between successful and unsuccessful people. Let me tell you, understand this very clearly. Okay, whatever things unsuccessful people don't like doing, same things even successful people don't like doing. Okay, they don't really like maybe waking up in the morning. Who would like waking up in the morning? They'll be like, I want to stay comfortable, sote hai na. They can always choose that, right? They will be like, movie dekhte hai na, what's the big deal? But they know the impact of that on their life. Okay, if they don't do it, how problematic their future is going to be. And that's the reason, whether they like it or not, if it needs to be done, then they do it. Now that's your choice, guys. You might like, you might not like. But if that is what it takes to make you successful, we have to do that. We need to do that. We cannot come with reasons, excuses, because our future will not change much. Yesterday we said, right now, from present moment, 3 possible futures are waiting for you. One is extremely successful version, where you have all the wealth, all the happiness, all the prosperity, all your family, your money, your career, your business, your savings, your investment, and a happy life. Everything is possible. There is a mediocre future, which is an average, and there is a below average future also. Your actions in today is actually taking your momentum of life, is taking you either up or flat or below. You need to study this momentum and correct this momentum, then you will be successful in this long life that we have. So don't complain. Don't say, I don't like it, because you will belong in the 80%. I'm just telling you the truth. What will happen in next 30 years from now, 40 years from now? You will be like, "Arey, life mein ye struggle hai, wo struggle hai." And now let me tell you some serious facts. The world is getting competitive, right? Right now, our generation itself is fighting for jobs, it's fighting for opportunities, it's getting already so much competitive. Okay, the cost of living is going high, everything is becoming expensive day by day, jobs are becoming tough, layoffs happening in the market. And now what is going to happen already in US and all that other places? You might be knowing this fact. After age of 18, the children pay rent for staying in their own houses. The parents ask the children ki bhai, you survive on your own. Your money is your money, our money is our money. You need to understand, our Indian society is just 10 years behind this kind of a culture. We are slowly and steadily adapting in the same flow. And maybe not 10 years, maybe 20 years, but all of that is going to happen here also. Children will say, we get monthly only this much salary. We cannot really take a family, care of a family of 5 people. It's not possible. That will happen in next maybe 10 years. You never know, because that's how the world is going. And now you need to ask a question. That is fine. You will somehow deal with it. The main question is, in 30 years from now, 40 years from now, when you will have your children, at that time, the world will be even more competitive, even more challenging. Population will be even more high. What will you do at that time? And what if your children say, we cannot take care of you? Then what will happen? You can say, I will give all the best learnings to them, but you don't know your future. What will happen? If you are not already utilizing your life in the proper manner, you need to understand, your future is what you do right now. If you are growing rapidly, your future will be success. If you are not doing that, if you take things for granted, future might show you massive colors which we cannot even predict what can happen. Just understand, your life is your responsibility. It's not your children's responsibility. It's not your parents' responsibility. It's nobody's responsibility. Your life is your responsibility. If you do something about it, it will improve. If you're letting it go just the way it is, just navigating through high tides and low tides, someday it might crash, someday it might hit here, and there will be always struggle, and you will be like, अरे मजा नहीं आ रहा है लाइफ, एंड इससे अच्छा होता कि भी निकल लेते प्लैनेट से, राइट? Guys, look at it. We have still 60 years, 70 years ahead of us. The majority of you are in your 20s. If everything goes good, till 80s, 90s, you all will be alive. We have more 70 years. Out of people at the age of 75, 80 are pretty in a healthy state if they maintain themselves. We have a long life. You need to understand. If you don't correct something in your life right now, you don't know how this next 20, 30, 40 years will be. Broaden up your mind. And guys, why am I telling all this is, I know waking up early is problem, but not doing it, say, future consequences will be even more high. You might say, right now I'm a student, abhi to dunya mein shuru hua hu. But let me tell you, every single day, if you're not changing right now, as time passes by, it will become even more tough for you to change. That's natural. There is a reason why people in the 30s, people in the 40s do not change the way they live life. It is very hard for them. They cannot change their thought process, they cannot change their habits, because lifelong they have done something in a certain manner. It is not humanly possible to immediately change it. We are going to take a exclusive session to understand our mind and the body behavior, but just understand, as time passes by, if you reach your 30s, 40s and so on, then these things applying in your life and experiencing this change will become even more tough. It will become, it's proven on the world. And that's the reason people are unsuccessful, because they don't evolve in their 20s. And now it's your time to do something about it. Because if you evolve, let me tell you, you could be that person for your entire family to take the next generations in a different direction. हर एक के खानदान में एक बंदा आता है, in every generation one person who changes the course of that. You could be that person. It's possible. Okay, now let's come back to the topic. It's 9:32. All this talk is to make you realize, if you don't act, nothing will change. And there are bigger consequences for you not taking actions, consequences in terms of your future, consequences in terms of your family future. Everything will be at risk if you don't do something about it. Okay. And we have a long life. We have 50, 60, 70 years ahead of us, which is a really long time, guys. You need to understand. I have seen 12 years of IT industry. I know from a fresher till 12 years. Right now, I'm in my 30s. Okay. And I have almost experienced a journey from a fresher till the head of technology. And I have a lot of time more. And now I'm like, ab aur kya karna hai life? Because I see I have a lot of time. I might become a director, I might become somebody, and still I have a lot of time. So you need to understand what time hai apne paas. But you need to correct the right direction so that you can live it in a proper manner. Otherwise, if struggling, my life will be going on. So, my sincere request to you guys, tomorrow morning, we are going to wake up 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m. in the morning. Yes, it is a change of a lifestyle. It is something which we might not have done, but it is something which is required to be done. Whether you like or not, you need to push yourself. Don't take excuses as an answer. Don't take excuses as an answer because we will end up suffering in our own futures. That's what will happen, and that's what is happening to majority of the people. Guys, till the age of 55, 60, people are continuing day-to-day work. I'm really feeling bad. Okay, a day before yesterday, I was just walking on the road. There was an old woman. Okay, right now I'm in like Thailand here, and I was just walking on the road. Old woman, एकदम बुड्ढी थी, सुक्की सी, okay, like white hair and all, very lean. And she was sitting next to the road, and वहाँ पे कुछ वो fancy dress की तरह, she dressed herself like a Barbie doll or something, and she's holding a mic in her hand, and she's trying to dance there so that people put some money to her. Not sure what is happening, Bichari, with her life. Okay, but she's in like what 80s right now. Somehow speaker लगा के she's just dancing out there. Survival अभी I felt bad about it कि पता नहीं life में क्या हो गया उसके साथ. Okay, you never know. I'm not okay. We should wish for the good, but I really want you to do something right with your life because right now you have time. Don't wait for dead ends in life and then realize, oh, I should change something. Right now is the time. Think smart, act smart. So right from tomorrow onwards, we are going to install a morning routine, list of habits which will be followed by highly successful people. One by one, together we will do it. And no need to remember what all it is because right from tomorrow on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, we will connect, we will do that. Okay? And that 1 hour is going to change your momentum of life and will get more results from that today. And then slowly and steadily, your days will improve and your life will improve. Okay, fine. Chalo, now let's think about what are we going to do about it. Okay, so far clear. So guys, thoda sa एक काम करते हैं. Okay, so just okay, close your eyes, keep your spine erect for a moment, everyone. Okay, just close your eyes, keep your spine erect. Okay, do this, even those with behind the cameras. Okay, just your mind is very magical. Your thoughts, your imagination, you can see your future, you can imagine your future, you can see your past which might have happened 20 years ago. Mind is a awesome machine. Okay, so just create an image in your mind of your future version who is massively successful. मतलब किसी चीज की कमी नहीं है. There is no shortage of anything. Just imagine, what does your best successful version look like? If that is what you want out of this life, what does your successful version look like? थोड़ा सा paint a picture. What kind of house you are living in? एकदम lavish house. Okay, just imagine a huge, big bungalow. It is yours, full lavish. Okay. There is a big lawn there. There is a swimming pool there. You have like n number of cars standing for you. Underground parking chal rahi hai, 2-3 floor just for accommodating your vehicles. Now you're on the top of your terrace. It's multi-stage house for you, and you stand. You're holding. You're keeping your hands on the railings there. And you're feeling proud. Ki, wow, what have I done with my life? And you get this feeling of pride that yes, there were struggles, there were challenges, but I made it possible. Just feel that kind of thing. And as you see around your house, okay, you find all your closed people, your friends, your family, they're all there with you. So you did not sacrifice on your personal life to reach there. You made everybody happy in the journey. And so you feel good about that. You don't compromise on happiness. You don't compromise on the people that you care for. You took everybody there. That's where you were the anchor for your family and your friends. You made that impact with your life. You took everybody along. That's the life worth living for. And you're seeing yourself so much healthy, in amazing shape, amazing body shape. Okay? You're fit, you're energetic, you're excited. You're like, अरे वाह क्या life मिल गई है. And feel that pride in you because you created it. Let's say this is your future version in 20 years from now. And then you're looking back to your life and you're realizing it was the year 2022 that you made some strong decisions with your life where you chose, I will overcome every struggle. I will do every single thing which it takes to become successful. I will not allow excuses to come in my way. Where you made some strong commitments to yourself. And then you realize that this was the time from where your new future was being created for you. And every single day you faced challenges, but you stayed there in the game. You cut down all the negativity around you. You developed hope in your life and you kept walking, becoming better every single day, one by one, one by one. You kept rising. The problems were there, but you kept rising. You kept learning. You kept upgrading. You quit on giving excuses. No more reasons, no more blame games. It is my life. It is my responsibility. You change your attitude towards your life. It all began in 2022. And with time passed by, you evolved. You became better. You became responsible. And because of that, more opportunities came to you, more success came to you, your dreams became bigger, your desires became bigger, and you were full on hard work, committed to accomplish that. You became innovative, new ideas started coming, you made contacts with the right friend circle, and you started doing something great for the world. And now you have reached to this greatness where you have all the luxuries of life. You're amazing person with amazing possibilities. And there is a smile on your face and satisfaction in your heart. Hey, I made it. Just feel that for a moment. That peace and calmness. Hey, I am self-made success on the planet. Nobody gave it to me. I made it for myself. That's a life worth living for. Just let this feeling grow in you, this desire of success. And now put your right hand on your heart and just tell to yourself, tomorrow, 6 a.m., a new life begins for me. That's it. No questions asked, no string attached. No matter when you sleep, no matter what you sleep, it's a new day. It's your new birthday tomorrow. A new life, a new soul will emerge from you who wants to become successful, who will not give excuses. So you will be reborn tomorrow with this fire for accomplishing greatness in life. Take a deep breath and exhale. Slowly rub your palms against each other. Roll it over your face. And slowly open up your eyes. No more stopping, no more excuses anymore, guys. कल से एक नया दुनिया शुरू करते हैं, and that is towards your powerful future. If you feel lazy, pump energy in you. If you feel like giving up, double down your efforts because that is what needed to be done. And no quitting, no stopping. And it is possible. Your brain and your body is designed, it can adapt to any lifestyle that you give to it, and it will happen. Change will happen. Okay, fine. This is what is for today. There are multiple habits we are going to install, but let me not take time right now to explain all those habits. Tomorrow we will do it together. Log in at 6. Okay. Okay, hello. So yeah, tomorrow let's do it together. Log in at 6 and we will start performing it. Okay, now, yes, I'm sharing the attendance. Okay, now, few things before getting to attendance. It is 9:44 p.m. Take some time out, take a pen and a paper and write down the ideas which strikes your mind after our entire 45-minute session. Write down multiple ideas. If you can write it on notepad and then just summarize it, publish it on LinkedIn, and just put some concluding tag there so I can even review okay, what is happening. Some of you were already doing it even if we did not say, but yes, make it a habit to summarize what you learn, because whatever you summarize, those things will stick with you. Okay, so yes, go ahead summarizing it, brainstorm and try to draw conclusion. Meanwhile, I'll share the attendance. Push yourself for consistency, guys. Every day is important. Prioritize success than any other thing in life. Your career, your job, your life, everything is a subset of success. Everything is possible, but if you're not becoming successful, you're compromising on your life. As simple as that. Underlive करने में कोई मजा नहीं है, guys. Okay, it's a waste of life. Basically, you have more potential, you're underliving it. Like it's bad. And meanwhile, in the chat, I'm putting the attendance link. The code for today is 7878. But yes, first take time out to really summarize it. Summarize it, publish it on LinkedIn. Just tag me there so that I can check on your thought process. And after that, you can fill the attendance. and then I'll even like take 5 minutes to really describe at least some of the habits which we will be doing. And everybody summarize it, guys. आगे जाते हुए more actions will be coming. If you're not taking these small actions, it will become even tougher for you as we go forward. And if you are taking actions by the end of this program, a different confidence will come with you, a different power will come with you. That will happen. We still have, like, we are just in the week 2. There are 4-week program, guys. A lot of things will come. Okay, summarize it. Take your time, guys. The conclusions that you draw is going to be completely like what you understood. Okay, right now we are already seeing attendance happening. Okay, Vinay, Suraj, Kavita, Nigar, Akhila, Shenu, Shamshad, Amulya, Lakshman, Durgesh, Prasanna, Lakshmi, Rahul, Mamta, Ashish, Durgesh Kumar, Pooja, Yogesh, Zishan, Shruti. Okay, so far 20 members are done. And guys, track everything. 4 out of 5 sessions is required for week 3 entry. And I really want you guys to do it. Week 3, ek level. Week 3 is going to be interesting. Many habits. We are going to really get into mastering our 24 hours. Okay, so like full on ऊपर जाएगा game. Okay, so you will experience कि भाई इस 1 week can bring huge difference in your life. It will be like that kind of changer. So, but yes, it needs efforts as well. Otherwise, change will not happen. So make it happen, guys. Okay. Okay. Preetham is done. And guys, once you are even posted on LinkedIn, can you just type it in comments as done? Just tag me there so that I can go through it, check the thought process. I'll just tell you something ki, previously, okay, you need to really summarize whatever you understood out of it and how are you planning to take it forward. Okay. Some of the people have summarized something, but it is not the whole core idea of what we were trying to say. Okay. So for some of the sessions, I even saw that happening. So that means there is some problem in the way maybe that is perceived from you. So maybe those kind of sessions you go through it again, but the core value को समझते चलो. But yes, keep joining the session even if somewhere you're not really catching the gist or some things are going like bouncers to you. Don't hold yourself back. Keep joining the session because we will be doing these things together. So even if you did not understand something in future, we are going to implement that. Okay. And as part of tomorrow's session, we have plans where, yes, first we will wake up in the morning, 6 to 7 we will spend together, and then evening time pe 9 to 10 bhi hoga. And we are going to do the day review session. In the morning, day planning will happen. In the evening, day review will happen. So the productivity system, which we said yesterday, so we are going to apply that thing right from tomorrow onwards. Okay? So मजा आएगा. So एक एक करते चलेंगे and then we will even like more. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And once it's published on LinkedIn, just type it in chat. Okay, yes, we are getting a few done. Akhila is done, Nigar is done, Suraj is done. Speed up, team. This is a required quality. Okay, or what are we saying? Generally, when you get into corporate meetings, this is really required for multiple senior roles. When you get into corporate meetings, there will just be discussions thrown around. Okay, one person is there is an agenda, and people are just thinking like, okay, this idea, this perspective, that perspective. So there might be 4 or 5 people involved. Lot of things will be discussed, and then there will be some summary which will come out of that. So if you are one senior member of your team, you will be required to summarize the outcome of that entire meeting and then drop it in an email to everybody. So this 10 minutes which you're spending will help you in that in your career. Okay, thinking, understanding, oh, this was discussed, that was discussed, what was interpretation, and then putting that MOM, the minutes of the meeting, and then publishing it on LinkedIn. So we are just doing this. This exercise will help people in your corporate industry. Okay, so everything can have a lot of meanings. Steve Jobs said, right, in his one of a convocation uh, meeting, during his early days, he just did some cryptography, light writing skill related training. And he said, when he built up Mac, so he took so much creative fonts as part of the Mac design. So which was not there with Windows and other OS kind of. So that font styles and all, because he did cryptography like many decades ago, so he applied all of that. So you never know, all these habits that you're applying right now, anything can be useful in any manner in your future, but it will all come to use confidence wise, summary wise, posting wise. Maza aega. Okay, so keep applying, keep applying. And guys, pending people, chalo fatafat khatam karo guys. It's already 9:55. Okay, we have confirmation from Durgesh also. Nice. We have 5 minutes to close. Make sure you are closing your attendance, guys, because there were some of the guys, they said, oh, we forgot to fill the attendance in week 1. Because guys, this attendance is the record. Okay. I was trying to explore, okay, can we get these details right from Zoom itself based upon who has joined the meeting? But I did not find it that readily available, because that could have really made it so simple. Whoever logs in on Zoom, export a report and we just know it. But दिखा नहीं, I did not find that option. So इसीलिए ये form tracking is required. Okay, Shruti is done, Shenu is done. Very good. And guys, कल सुबह आना है. So keep reminding yourself. Let me quickly tell कि set up multiple alarms. 5:45 को wake up. Okay, set up alarms 5:45 a.m., 5:46 a.m., 5:47 a.m. Back to back 3 alarm लगाओ, and make sure कि within these 3 alarms you stand up and move out of your bed. ये आगे जाना नहीं चाहिए. Set up a mental deadline. Within these 3 alarms, you should be out of your bed. No matter, don't think कि 5 minutes और सोता हूँ. As soon as you think give me 5 more minutes, you will not join. I know that for sure. ठीक है. So set up a alarm 5:45, 5:55, 5 sorry 5:45, 46, 47 एक एक मिनट के गैप में. And as soon as within these three alarms, you need to come out of your bed. That's it. Push yourself no matter how much your body is pulling you back. Okay. And let me tell you, there is a technique called as 5 second rule. So you just do a countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as soon as one hits, you stand up and just move out of the bed. So just do that countdown. As soon as it hits one, stand up and just move out. There is a full book written on this, how it helps your brain to make a fast decision. Okay. So as soon as you get to senses, alarm baj raha hai, you realize, oh, it's a waking up time. Just count this: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And one hote you just stand up from your bed and away. That's it. You will realize ki simple habits, you can actually push yourself very nicely. I do that a lot and it works. It simply works. Uske baad, once you wake up, drink some water, go freshen up, thoda sa face वेस पे पानी मार लो, अच्छे से आके just log in on Zoom. Tomorrow morning I will share the Zoom link in our all our internal WhatsApp groups. So that will be a different Zoom link, not the 9 p.m. Zoom link. एक नया Zoom link by 6 a.m. I will share it in the internal WhatsApp groups. And then yes, log into that, and we will start having even one-on-one calls as part of our morning sessions, where we will invite all the consistent members one by one or two people at the same time. And going forward for entire season, we will like to know one another. तो थोड़ा सा अपना introduction लेंगे, बातचीत करेंगे. All these morning routine habits, we will do it together. So we still have a long time for the session. It's 2.5 weeks still to go. So we will know each other better, but commitment karo guys, so then only it feels really worth it. Otherwise, non-committed people ko even knowing their thought process is not worth knowing. Honestly guys, kya karenge if somebody is already average, uska average thought process leke, it doesn't really help anybody. So become great, think great, act great, and then the world will like to know more about you. Okay. So push yourself to that level where the world wants to know who you are, what you do, and would like to idealize you, follow you, and become like you. So you can be that spark for the world. Okay. Fine. This is it. So 3 alarms: 5:45, 46, 47. Wake up in the morning, freshen up, log in at 6. 6 to 7, we will do it together. A few things, if possible, arrange a pen and a paper. Second thing, log in from your desktop machine. Okay, pen and a paper and log in from the desktop machine. So this is what we are going to perform. It's 10:00. Let's close the day with a smile on the face and hope in the heart. Tomorrow it's a new birth of new you. Okay. Chalo, thank you everybody.